The crowd had already been electric all night, but then Bruno Mars did something nobody inside Nissan Stadium saw coming. One sudden move under the spotlight sent nearly 70,000 fans into absolute chaos, turning an already massive Nashville concert into one of the most talked about live moments of the year. What began as another sold-out stop on Bruno Mars's highly anticipated tour quickly transformed into a viral pop culture event Friday night in Nashville. Fans packed every section of Nissan Stadium expecting polished vocals, throwback funk energy, and the signature stage charisma that has defined Bruno Mars for more than a decade. Instead, they witnessed a performance twist that instantly ignited social media and dominated fan discussions across TikTok, X, and YouTube within hours. The unexpected moment happened midway through the show during an extended instrumental breakdown. As the lights dimmed and the band shifted into a heavier groove, Bruno Mars suddenly launched into a wild, fast-paced dance sequence unlike anything fans had previously seen from him on stage. The choreography blended old-school funk footwork, freestyle hip-hop movement, and exaggerated theatrical spins that caught both the audience and even parts of his own band off guard. For several seconds, the stadium erupted so loudly that the music itself nearly disappeared beneath the screams. Videos recorded by concertgoers immediately flooded social media platforms overnight. Multiple clips surpassed millions of views in less than 12 hours, with fans describing the moment as completely unhinged, legendary, and the craziest thing Bruno Mars has ever done live. Some viewers compared the atmosphere to iconic arena moments once associated with Michael Jackson or Prince artists whose influence has long been visible. Throughout Bruno Mars's career, the viral reaction once again proved why Bruno Mars remains one of the most unpredictable and magnetic live performers in modern music. In an entertainment era increasingly dominated by digital perfection and rehearsed moments, his Nashville performance felt spontaneous, human, and impossible to fake. Industry insiders were equally stunned. Music producer and live show consultant David Klein, who has worked with several major touring artists, called the moment a masterclass in crowd control and performance instinct. What makes Bruno Mars different is timing, Klein explained after reviewing footage from the concert. A lot of artists can dance. A lot of artists can sing. But very few understand how to create a moment that feels completely alive in real time. That Nashville sequence felt dangerous in the best possible way because nobody expected it and audiences remember surprises. That surprise factor has become increasingly important in today's concert industry. With fans recording nearly every second of live shows on their phones, artists face growing pressure to create viral-worthy moments that travel beyond the stadium itself. Yet critics argue that many performances now feel engineered specifically for social media instead of genuine audience connection. Bruno Mars appears to have avoided that trap. Several attendees interviewed outside Nissan Stadium said the now viral dance break did not feel scripted for online attention. Instead, they described it as a raw burst of energy that naturally exploded during the performance. You could tell he was feeding off the crowd, said Nashville fan Erica Coleman, who traveled from Atlanta for the concert. Everybody was already dancing, and then suddenly he just snapped into another level. The whole stadium lost its mind. That emotional connection has remained central to Bruno Mars's appeal since his rise to global fame in the early 2010s. While trends in pop music have shifted dramatically over the past decade, he has consistently maintained a balance between technical precision and emotional accessibility. His concerts rarely rely on oversized gimmicks or controversial theatrics. Instead, they focus on musicianship, charisma, and the feeling that anything can happen at any moment. Friday night's Nashville show reinforced that reputation. Throughout the evening, Bruno Mars moved effortlessly between funk, R&B, soul, pop, and retro-inspired grooves. Backed by his longtime band, The Hooligans, he delivered polished renditions of global hits while also extending several tracks into improvisational jams. Fans noted that the performance carried a looser, more experimental energy than previous tours. That evolution has sparked growing speculation within the music industry about Bruno Mars's next creative phase. After dominating charts with Silk Sonic alongside Anderson, Park, and continuing to sell out stadiums worldwide, many observers believe he may now be entering a period focused less on commercial formulas and more on artistic freedom. Nashville's explosive concert moment only fueled those conversations further. Entertainment journalist Lisa Monroe described the performance as a reminder that Bruno Mars thrives when he stops trying to be perfect. "He's always been incredibly polished," Monroe said during a post-show media discussion. But what people responded to in Nashville was unpredictability. Audiences are craving authenticity right now. That dance moment felt messy, chaotic, and joyful all at once, and fans connected to that immediately. The cultural impact was visible almost instantly. By Saturday morning, clips from the concert had spread across nearly every major social platform. Reaction videos from fans, dancers, and musicians accumulated millions of additional views. Popular creators attempted to recreate the choreography, while sports commentators and celebrities reposted the footage with stunned reactions. Even rival musicians appeared impressed. Several artists publicly praised Bruno Mars online for continuing to push live entertainment standards higher. One touring drummer wrote that the performance felt like watching an artist completely locked into instinct. Another called it proof that stage presence still matters more than algorithms. That conversation reflects a broader shift currently happening within American pop culture. In recent years, audiences have increasingly valued performers capable of delivering memorable, real-world experiences instead of simply producing viral music clips. Stadium concerts are no longer judged solely by vocals or production quality. Fans now expect emotional storytelling, spontaneity, and moments powerful enough to become part of internet culture within minutes. Bruno Mars delivered exactly that in Nashville. Behind the scenes, however, the moment also highlighted the enormous pressure placed on modern touring artists. Major stadium tours now operate as multi-million-dollar productions involving massive crews, synchronized lighting systems, visual effects teams, dancers, security units, and non-stop travel schedules. Within that environment, true spontaneity can be difficult to maintain. Yet, according to members of the production staff, Bruno Mars has increasingly encouraged flexibility during performances. One crew member, speaking anonymously, revealed that the singer often changes stage timing and crowd interaction segments moments before going live. "He likes feeling the room," the source explained. "There are certain structures, obviously, but he doesn't want every night to feel robotic." Nashville was one of those nights where the energy just exploded. That willingness to adapt may explain why Bruno Mars concerts continue attracting audiences across multiple generations. Older fans appreciate the live musicianship and classic showmanship influences. Younger viewers connect with the viral unpredictability and meme-worthy moments. Few artists manage to bridge those worlds as naturally. Music critic Alan Reyes believes that crossover appeal is now one of Bruno Mars's greatest strengths. He understands entertainment history, Reyes said. "You can see influences from James Brown, Michael Jackson, Prince, and classic Vegas performers, but he packages those inspirations in a way that still feels modern to Gen Z audiences. That's incredibly rare." Friday night's concert also reignited debate surrounding Bruno Mars's place within the modern pop hierarchy. While streaming-era artists often dominate online conversation, many industry analysts argue that live performance remains the ultimate test of long-term cultural relevance. And according to ticket demand, fan engagement, and critical reception, Bruno Mars continues operating at the very top level. Nissan Stadium itself became part of the story. The venue, typically associated with NFL games and major country music events, transformed into a giant dance floor throughout the night. Nashville has long been known as the heart of country music, but recent years have seen the city evolve into a broader entertainment destination capable of hosting some of the biggest pop spectacles in the world. Friday's crowd reflected that diversity.